Bar. This morning, Megan Johnson's going to come join me. Everybody give Megan a big round of applause. And we're in this series called Faith in an Anxious World. There you go. And during this series, I'm bringing up some professionals, some professional counselors, therapists, and 1 week we're going to have a doctor join me on stage to talk about, from their perspective and from their expertise, how they see anxiety at play and at work in the world and how we can respond to it. And so Megan is a professional, yeah? Yep. Yeah, so what's your name?
Megan Johnson.
Megan Johnson. And you go to church here, right?
I do.
How long have you been going to church here?
About 8 years.
8 years. That's amazing. That's incredible. Awesome. And you're married
I am.
to Mackie, and he's at home with a hurt back. Yeah. He's old, so that happens. All right.
Old people problems.
Yeah, old people problems. All right. So, and you have 2 kiddos.
Yes, I do.
What are their names?
Mason and Carson.
Mason and Carson. Mason is how old?
He's 10.
10. And how old is Carson?
Carson is almost 12.
Almost 12. Awesome. Good, good. And what do you do during the day? What's your job?
I'm a therapist, mental health counselor. So I see people in all walks of life, all stages of life that they're in.
Awesome. And what do you have, like a niche that you help people in, or a specific age group that you see the most of?
Upper teens and adults.
Okay.
A little bit of couples work in there, but I'd say 99 out of 100 people coming in have a struggle with anxiety.
Yeah. So if somebody walks into your office and they're like, man, I feel like the world's spinning out of control. I feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. What's your suggestion as they are struggling and walking through anxiety? What would you suggest for them?
I think the first thing is to really stop and pay attention to your mind and body. The mind and body is so connected, and I think we forget that. We get caught up in anxiety. We get caught in this storm that feels really out of control. And if we just stop and we listen to our body, we can feel those responses.
Yeah.
We can feel that our chest is tight. We can feel that our heart is racing, like right now, racing.
You're experiencing that right now?
I am.
Okay, good. You're doing a great job.
But I'm aware of it, so it's
Yeah.
the first step. So first step, pay attention to it. Keep breathing. But some people get the spinning thoughts, some get the racing heart, some get the tight chest. There's all different ways. So I think when we really stop and pay attention to it and be mindful, that's our first step. And then we can.
So a lot of times we think that anxiety is just something happening up here, right? But you're saying that this and this is all connected.
Very much
And if we pay attention to this, then we'll be able to understand better what's happening up here and why we're anxious and what we're anxious about. Yeah.
Stop to be curious and mindful without judgment.
Oh, I love
All the
that
good
word.
things.
To be curious. That's
Be
really
curious.
good. Yeah.
Because be curious without judgment. When we are caught in our anxiety, right, we often feel a lot of shame, we feel guilty, we feel silly. So many people come to me and say, like, I'm having this thing, you're going to think I'm crazy. I'm like, no.
No, it's normal.
99 out of 100 people coming in say the same thing.
Yeah. So this isn't just a me issue. This is an us. And so if you would, where do you experience anxiety in your own personal life?
I have 2 kids who are big in sports, and concern about physical harm coming to them is the biggest thing for me right now. Watching them do their sports, watching them move up, watching them do difficult things. It's tough.
Yeah, so when they get hurt, what happens inside of you?
Death.
See, that's funny because when Marcus falls on the ground, I'm like, get up and get to the other end of the court. Yeah. There's no anxiety whatsoever except you're not on defense. Yeah. So, but you're saying that's different for you.
It's very different for me.
Yeah. Now, when Madeline falls, I'm like, is it okay? We can talk about that later. We'll work through that. All right. Okay, so.
Yeah, in gymnastics, we'll bring that up. I've seen my daughter have a really big injury that was awful. It's not about fear of them really being, like, hurt and, like, can't continue their sport with their physical pain. It's like, I can't.
Yeah, you have a hard time with that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
So what encouraging word would you leave with us as we continue this conversation?
Encouraging word. I think just to normalize it, which I hope I kind of already did that. But so many people come in with us, and anxiety was created in us for a reason. I mean, we all realize because of our anxiety, because of our caution, that we don't go buy a snarling, growling dog and try to pet it and make it nice. Like our anxiety says, hey, don't do that.
Yeah.
It will not have a hand. So I think we have to realize that it's a good thing, and it was created in us for a reason, but we just can't let it hit overdrive.
Yeah.
and become unhealthy.
Yeah, this week we were talking on the phone, and you used the word befriend. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I love that idea that we need to befriend our anxiety.
We tend to push it down. We tend to push it away. We tend to avoid.
Make an enemy out of it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Terrible, awful thing. And instead, if we just kind of come into a situation that we know is going to be difficult for us, and we kind of have this anxiety, we might even name it and sit it right next to us and say, hey, I know Betsy, for example, is coming.
You
here
name
she is.
it.
Let me befriend her. And
Yeah.
it's okay. That's my body saying, hey, caution.
Yeah.
This could be something bad. Usually it's not.
Man, that's a good word. Thank you. Everybody give Megan a big round of applause. You did a great job. Good job. Awesome.